Well, hello, and welcome back to the Mompreneur HQ. And today we are live. So we thank you for joining us. If you're joining us live, go ahead and put hashtag live in the comment field. Let us know where you are joining us from. I'd love to know where the community is able to reach. Also, if you are watching via the replay, not a problem. Put hashtag replay. We want to know that you're watching it when you catch a break in the day. So thank you for showing up and watching the show. And I hope that you are preparing yourself with a pen, paper, or digital device to be able to take down some notes. Although today's topic may be one that you'll be able to soak in without writing down because it is about you. Yes, it is. So we just celebrated Mother's Day. So we want to say again, Happy Mother's Day. But we know the truth, right? That Mother's Day is every day because we are never off the job. It's a 24/7, 365-day job that just does not end. So, with that having been said, hello, I am Rashida Green. I am the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching and the host of this Mompreneur HQ community, as well as the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy, where we help moms who are determined to gain time, money, and location freedom to start, grow, and scale online businesses so that they can build the business of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And we do that through coaching, content, community, and now through the Digimompreneur Academy. So thank you once again for joining us. And we are going to jump into today's topic of mom's secret self-care lessons from the little gurus. You heard me right. We are taking self-care lessons from the kids. Now, I want to just go back a moment and just say welcome. If you are joining us for the first time on the Mompreneur HQ, welcome because we have had some growth in the community. So there are quite a few new people in the Mompreneur HQ. So I just wanted to say, hi, it's me, Rashida, and welcome you once again to the group. All right. Hey there, mamas. Mother's Day is your special day, and we want to celebrate you by taking or by talking about a topic we all need a reminder of, and that's self care. But we're going to do it with a little twist. We're not going to give you the regular old typical advice. Nope. Instead, we are going to take a page out of the little guru's book of innate wisdom and learn what they can teach us about taking care of ourselves. From playing to napping, kids have a knack for making the most of every moment and putting themselves first. Go figure. So let's sit back, relax, and let the little ones lead the way to a happier and healthier you. And to get us started, we're going to talk about what kids love doing the most, and that's having fun, right? So, we're first going to talk about playing games. And we know that children have an innate ability to turn any task into a fun game. They can make cleaning their room into a treasure hunt or turn a mundane car ride into a game of I Spy. And we want you to take a page out of their book and turn your work into a game. Challenge yourself to finish a task before the timer goes off, or create a fun reward system for completing a project. And don't forget to plan fun activities for your leisure time as well, just like the kids do. Think about it. It's all about fun. And if it's not fun, guess what? Kids don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. So make sure that you're adding some fun to your day. It doesn't have to be an arduous task to get things done or to check off those items on your to do list. Make it fun. Treat yourself to rewards if you can actually get it done in a certain time, or set those goals for yourself. And when you reach them, give yourself some applause. All right. Number two, enjoy food, right? Sometimes we are just so tired, so beat down. We get to doing all these things, then we have to get through work or cleaning or whatever it is. Then there's the cooking part, and then, of course, the cleaning up after you cook, and then the feeding the kids. And by the time we actually sit down to eat, if we don't actually sit with our families to eat at dinner time, it is like, okay, you're eating because your body needs food and not because you enjoy it. But children, they tend to be very in tune with their likes and dislikes when it comes to food, right? Think about it. How many times they just say, not eating it. Nope, I don't want it. No, put it down, right? They know what they like and they aren't afraid to ask for it. And us as moms and adults, we often feel guilty about indulging in our favorite treats. But it's important to remember that food can be a source of pleasure and enjoyment, right? We want to think of food as your friend, not your enemy, and treat yourself to the things you love. Now, let's not talk about overindulging, right? Everything needs to be done in moderation. So we're not talking about overindulging. If you love butter pecan ice cream and you feel like you just have to have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, no, we're not doing that. If you love macaroni and cheese, as starchy as it is, it's just so cheesy and good, but you just want to have it all the time. No, these are the things that we even tell our children, right? They have their favorite food, but if it's too much of the same favorite food, it's not that healthy for you. So, just unless it's just veggies, but you want to be able to make sure that you're enjoying your food and not just because sometimes you eat so fast. That's another thing. You eat so fast, you don't even get to taste the food, it just goes in, right? So, you want to be able to enjoy your kids because children certainly get an opportunity to enjoy their food and they will tell you about it if it's good, and they are so opinionated they will tell you about it if it's not, right? All right, so then we want to talk about singing and dancing. Music relieves stress and makes tedious tasks more pleasant. So we know that kids, they love to sing and dance. They don't think about rhythm. They don't think about whether or not they're playing the instrument correctly. They just know that they like to sing and dance. But that's not the point. The point is that music can be a great stress reliever and a mood booster, right? It can make you feel things. Music has the ability to make you feel a certain way. Like sad music will make you feel sad, and happy music make you feel happy, and jazz makes you feel mellow, and lullabies make you fall asleep. So there is an emotion that you or a mood that you get into when you listen to certain music. So think about that when you are working. You want to create a playlist of your favorite songs to help you get through your routine, whether that be getting through paperwork or actual household chores. And I know when I was growing up, Saturday mornings, my mom would put on the record player. I'm not dating myself, don't even think about it, because I actually still have a record player. So I can't be that old if I still have one because they still sell them, right? They still sell record players. So I'm not old. I'm just restating the fact I'm not old. Okay. Anywho, so that was what we did. We listened to music on Saturday mornings as we were cleaning. Sunday mornings, we play our gospel as we are getting ready and dressed for church. And around here, my husband plays music all day long, whereas my focus and attention would be so distracted if I played music all day long that I would not get much done. So I can't actually do that without actually singing and dancing all day. So that's not something for me. But if you're the person that can actually listen and work at the same time, then that is something that you can do. And don't be afraid to sing in the shower or dance around your living room. It's really just a great way to start your day and get more energy and positivity in your day. So don't be afraid to sing and dance like the little kids do, right? And another thing is to tell a joke. Kids have a great sense of humor, whether we laugh at their jokes or not, whether we know the obvious answer to the knock knock joke that they're sharing with us today. They don't care, and they don't know that you already know the answer. They are still just going to share that joke and laugh and just giggle because they just love to make other people laugh because they get laughter from your laughing. And that's why they talk about laughter is contagious. I mean, literally, if you just started laughing, a kid would be looking at you almost like you're crazy, but then just join right in because they just, hey, you're laughing? Let's laugh. They tell silly jokes, they make funny faces, and they do it just about anything to get a laugh. And sometimes as moms, we forget the importance of laughter and how it can really help us to cope with challenging times and difficult situations. And laughter is healing for the soul. I mean, it really is an escape from whatever is going on. Sometimes you laugh for crying, right? You want to cry and you just feel this emotion, the sadness, but sometimes you just have to even laugh through the tears. So, give yourself a reason to laugh by telling a funny story to your family or your friends or watching your favorite comedy if you have one, your comedy show, and or looking for humor in everyday situations. That really can just help to lighten up your day and make it easier to get through the day. Now, another thing is that kids love to run around barefoot, feeling the grass beneath their feet, beneath their toes, and the wind blowing in their hair and the sun shining on their face. So, why not take a page from their book and remove your shoes as often as possible? Um, whether it's at home or in nature. I know there's so many things out there. There could be a snake in the backyard. There could be a tick. There could be whatever. But nature is nature. And that feeling that you get becoming feeling of being part of nature, being on the earth with your feet, bare feet, you want to just really take that in, and it kind of puts you, again, we're talking about mood and self-care. It really does put you in a different headspace when you can feel the earth underneath your feet. Another thing you can do is treat yourself to a pedicure or a foot massage. These all help to strengthen your muscles and improve your overall well-being. All right, so we have talked about 5 points to help you in having fun throughout your day and how kids have fun. Well, kids are also not afraid of anything. It just seems that way. Of course, they have these phobias and things, but it just seems like they are always willing to take risks. And so when we're talking about self-care and listening to kids as a guide, we want to try new things. Children are constantly trying new things and taking risks, even if it means falling down a few times before getting it right. As mompreneurs, we can sometimes feel discouraged after a few setbacks and maybe even give up on our goals. But it's important to give ourselves credit for trying and then value the learning from experience, the experience that we share. Whether it's trying a new hobby, taking a class, or starting a new business venture, don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. Why? Because the kids, they not scared. They'll try it. They'll try anything at least once, most of the time anyway. And it depends because if it looks like it's something they don't want to do, then they'll probably be like, no, 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 thanks. But kids are usually very fearless and willing to take risks. All right. Another one is making friends. These kiddos are naturally social and love making new friends. They'll strike up a conversation with just about anyone, whether it's a new kid in class or even a stranger at the park. As adults, though, we always shy away from that. Not always. We tend to shy away from starting new relationships as adults. We kind of feel hesitant about putting ourselves out there and establishing these new connections. But how about scheduling your own play dates? How about that? I mean, these kids have us on a schedule locked down on all the stuff that they have us doing before care, during school, after aftercare, extracurricular activities, all of these things that are on our schedule, the birthday events and the play dates. How about schedule your own play dates? Invite a new colleague out to lunch, or just introduce yourself to someone new in a fitness class. These things can be great ways to expand your social circle and form new friendships. Now, I know a lot of times we're like, listen, I don't got room for new friends. I'm sticking with my small circle. But as business owners and entrepreneurs, where our net net worth, it really is indicative of our net work, right? So if we have a small circle, a small network of people who may or may not be like-minded, have the same type of goals, are looking to build their businesses, then your net worth may still be in the same place month after month, year after year. But think about expanding your network, right? Meeting new people, more people in particular who are driven like you, who have that drive, a desire like you to build a business and be profitable and build a legacy for your family and establish this nomad life where you can travel for work or go anywhere in the world and still get paid because you have these income streams set up. So don't limit yourself to just the circle of friends that you have. And no one's saying, excuse me, that you have to have these in-depth relationships. I'm not saying to go out there and just build all these deep relationships, although that would be nice. It's not always possible, and it's not really necessary. You just building friendships and relationships that are going to help you and motivate you and encourage you to move to the next level and to reach for higher and to do more than what you were doing before. If you don't have that in your circle right now, you're going to sometimes feel deflated, and they may even sometimes not unknowingly cause you to be demotivated because they don't know how to encourage you the way you need to be encouraged and push you the way you need to be pushed. So just think about that. I'm not saying you have to have a whole bucket of new friends. I'm just saying expand your network and get out there and build relationships that are going to help you through your entrepreneurial journey. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. Now, another thing about these kids today, they aren't afraid to speak their minds and let others know what they really think. So that's the next point. Speak up. They'll ask questions and maybe even the same question over and over and over again. They are not shy about sharing their opinions and they have deep conversations with anyone who will listen. Right? If you sit there and you seem engaged or you ask questions back like you really want to have this conversation, they will go with you. They will continue to talk. And sometimes as grown-ups, we can feel hesitant about speaking up and contributing to meetings or conversations. And we don't want you to do that. We want you to take a page from the kids and share your thoughts, share your opinions because speaking up, although it can be scary, it is important to express yourself authentically and honestly on screen and off screen, right? Another thing that kids do as far as taking risks is that they're creative. Be creative. Have you ever noticed how children seem to have a vivid imagination and they love to express themselves through art, music, and play? Again, it doesn't matter if they're good at it or not. They just love to do it. They'll experiment with different art forms, whether it's finger painting or metal crafting or whatever it canvas, colored pencils or colored markers, whether it's crochet or, I mean, they find joy in the process. It's the process for them. It's not necessarily the outcome. Like we're looking for, if we give them a colored sheet, a coloring page, we're looking for things to be color coordinated, look more like natural, within colored within the lines, a portrait that you can put in a frame. Well, guess what? They're going to give you what they're going to give you, and you're going to put that in the frame or at least put it on the refrigerator, right? And they're going to be very proud about that work because they enjoyed the process. And that's what we need to be in even our own creativity. Enjoy the process. And we even say with entrepreneurship and with life in general, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. And if we enjoy the process and allow ourselves to be creative and enjoy a sense of play, then we can and enjoy our self-expression, then we can find a great way to rediscover our hobbies and our passions. Another thing, express enthusiasm. Do you feel awkward about showing your gratitude or your appreciation? Well, kids are natural optimists and they express their enthusiasm and appreciation freely. Sometimes to say being a mom is a thankless job, or sometimes you just feel like you do so much and it's just not appreciated. But children, when they do, just walk up to, I'm gonna tell you from my point of view, when my daughter just walks up to me and say, "Mommy, I love you," I just melt. Oh my God. Or they, even for this Mother's Day, I received hand drawn or bookmarks, i.e., Post-its that they drew on, folded it so the sticky stuff stays together, the sticky part stayed together, and then told me that that's a bookmark. But it was just so precious because my babies did it for me for Mother's Day. I appreciate it. And like I said, when they say those things to you, know that they are so sincere. They give the most sincere compliments and they really show appreciation for the little things, right? And sometimes as adults, we can feel hesitant to show our appreciation or even celebrate our own accomplishments. So try celebrating your achievements because that can boost your self confidence and encourage you to take more risks in the future. Brightening someone's day with a sincere compliment can also be a great way to boost your own happiness and well being. So express enthusiasm. And let's also talk about some other things that your kids can teach you about self care. Stay active. If you're trying to push yourself to exercise, think about how children keep moving throughout the day. Working out will get easier if you make it a regular habit. Say no. That's right, because no is a complete sentence. A toddler's favorite word can help you to honor your own limits and boundaries. You want to set these boundaries and enforce them, and let others know how you expect to be treated. Turn down projects that would interfere with pursuing your main goals. Also, ask for help. You can accomplish more when you're willing to accept assistance from others. Encourage teamwork at your office. Tell your family and your friends what kind of support you need to manage health conditions or recover from a breakup. Asking for help is not just limited to a work environment. When you ask your family for help if things start getting overwhelming for you, hey, can you do can you do an additional chore? Can you help mommy with the laundry? Can you help with the folding? Right, these are different things. Can you get your clothes out for tomorrow so that we don't have to wake up extra early in the morning? Just little things that can help make your day easier. If you're having a virtual assistant, asking them to take on different responsibilities so that you don't have to be inundated with these different roles. Those are actually ways to indulge in self care. Getting support is self care. So remember to ask for help. Also, you want to take breaks. We need recess too. Yeah. The kids, they have recess. Adults, we need recess too. Use your vacation days and pause between tasks. Allowing yourself adequate downtime reduces stress. We don't want to be stressed out. It also increases productivity. Why? Because we now have recharged energy that we can go out and do what we need to do, and with more energy and fervor, right? And then we also, this is a cute one. Share your toys, right? Serving others is one of the most effective ways to enhance your happiness and well being. Use your strengths and your resources generously. Volunteer in your community and donate to worthy causes. Feed birds, pick up litter, help your neighbors with the yard work. Whatever it is that you find that you can do to help others and while also improving your life, try to do that. Why? Because kids, we always tell them, share your toys. Now, there are some different parenting models that don't make your children share their toys and things like that. I'm not getting into that, but I'm saying that sharing your toys and in this scenario, being able to share your gifts and your talents and your time and your resources is another form of self-care. Now, as we've seen, children have a lot to teach us about self-care and taking care of ourselves. Self-care, taking care of ourselves. They may forget to put away their toys. They may even lose their socks, but they usually remember to take care of themselves. And by allocating some regular me time into our busy day, we most certainly can also learn from our children and take care of ourselves. So that's Mom's secret self care lessons from the little gurus, AKA the kids. And I hope that you were able to gather some information to help you to not only think about self care in the general sense, but these 15 tips that I've shared, hopefully you're able to apply some of them to your life to understand that you have various ways that you can treat yourself and not get boggled down with the weight of the world. And so, with all of that having said, I hope that you have enjoyed today's Mom Live show, that you've taken some notes, and that you have gotten what you need as far as learning the secret self care lessons from the little gurus. And if you are interested in starting an online business and you have questions or concerns regarding how to get started, certainly feel free to reach me at www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity-call. Now, just so that I did shut down my daytime hours, but I will be adding some dates to the calendar. And remember, if you are a new member to the group or a member of the group at all, you have access to one 20-minute clarity call where we can talk about your business goals, and how I might be able to assist you in your endeavors. So, thank you again for joining us, and until next time.